Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Gulizara, here to bring a newspaper breakdown session courtesy of the KIPS CSS network. I hope that this video reaches you in good health and spirits. But before we begin, I would like to correct a misinformation that was in the last video, is that Rajnath Singh is not the Foreign Minister of India, he is the Defence Minister of India. Actually, the publication that I had consulted had named him as the Foreign Minister. Apparently, large publications are also prone to gaffes, and then when I consult them, so am I. For today, what we are going to be discussing is the rise of the jihadists or the so-called Islamic groups inside the southern part of the Sahara Desert, also called as the South Sahara. अब जिस रीजन के बारे में हम बात करने लगे हैं, ठीक है, that is called as the Sahel. ठीक है, the Sahel is almost as large as India. It covers an area of about 3.053 million cubic kilometers and has a coastline that spans from the Red Sea to the Atlantic Ocean, and it is about 6,700 kilometers long. सो बेसिकली दिस इज़ अ वेरी लार्ज एरिया. यहाँ कोई स्टेट ट्रीट नहीं है, ठीक है. यहाँ के पास ज़्यादा जो है वो नोमैड्स रहते हैं. एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो होम टू एन एथनिक माइनॉरिटी, अ लार्ज एथनिक माइनॉरिटी विच आर प्रैक्टिसिंग मुस्लिम्स कॉल्ड द फुलानीज. सो let us start off by discussing some statistics of how violent this region actually is. The borderlands of the Sahel are notorious for armed violence. I'm going to be quoting some statistics for you. Is that 10% of armed violent deaths the world over have happened in this region from 1997 to 2019. After अगर हम बात करते हैं कि अभी की अगर हम बात करते हैं 2019 and 2020, some 4,800 people have died in battles or acts of terror, and other 3,900 have been killed as of this year, and this tally seems to mount. Now, why is that? Actually, after the ISIS was routed out from the Middle East, okay, and any remnants of Al-Qaeda that were present in the Middle East, they took the route from Yemen, Libya, and started settling themselves in more less governed areas of the Sahara Desert. तो अगर हम Sahara Desert की vastness की बात करते हैं, तो finding pockets of ungovernable land which are inhabited by people or ethnic minorities, ठीक है, that would not be very difficult to find. So the Sahel is notorious for armed violence and gun battles. ठीक है. So the jihadists are basically, as of right now, are extremely scattered. ठीक है. They do not have proper modus operandi, the kind of what we saw in the Middle East. जब आपके पास ISIS was in power, ठीक है, and they had a lot of clout, they had a lot of firepower, manpower, they had media cells, they had digital cells. But since they have been ousted out from the Middle East, ठीक है, we see that they are basically scattered groups, and they're trying to assert their dominance through these minor on a very minor scale. ठीक है, the human loss cannot be considered on a minor scale, but their mobilization, the mobilization of these so-called jihadists, these African jihadists, has been very slow, but is slowly and steadily gaining in momentum. Not only that, as I've mentioned before, that the borderlands of the Sahel region are extremely notorious, ठीक है, और यहाँ के पास human trafficking, drug trafficking, arms trafficking is at an all-time high, because as I've said before, the Sahara Desert is an extremely vast region, and policing it is no small matter. तो अब conundrum आपके पास ये आता है कि ऐसे uninhabited regions के अंदर jihadists जो है वो slowly and steadily credence gain कर रहे हैं, लेकिन what is their who are they fighting against basically? अगर हम बात करते हैं ISIS की, ठीक है, तो ISIS was in Iraq and Syria were targeting the Kurdish, who are an ethnic minority. Then they were targeting the Yazidis. They put untold atrocities on the Yazidis, which then again are an ethnic minority. Rape camps, concentration camps, people killed wholesale for sport. Okay? There is this huge sinkhole in Iraqi Kurdistan. Okay? I would call it the Kurdistan myself. That sinkhole is full of bodies, and it has been used as a dumping ground for an estimated 10,000 bodies. ठीक है. As of right now, since the sinkhole is very deep, there has been some research and since it is a very volatile region, वहाँ कुछ research conduct की गई है, some drones have been flown over and it has been confirmed that it is a dumping site for bodies. लेकिन the horror that has been perpetuated by the ISIS in these regions is now being perpetuated in Africa now. They are taking advantage of the inherent power vacuum that is present inside these ungoverned regions. Obviously writ of the state तो वहाँ है नहीं, पुलिस तो आप उनको कर सकते नहीं है as such. तो इस पावर वैक्यूम का जो है वो इस्तेमाल आईसिस जो है वो बहुत आसानी से कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो as I said before that this is an ethnically diverse group. Since they have escaped from the Middle East, a lot of them are European in origin, a lot of them are also Iraqis, Syrians that have been indoctrinated into the so-called Islamic jihadist doctrine, and they owe no allegiance to themselves. Some according to some reports, there are some splinter groups of the Al-Qaeda that are present in the Sahel region. ठीक है. और इनके दरमियान में भी among the Daesh and these splinter groups of Al-Qaeda, ठीक है, sometimes इनकी alliances होती हैं, sometimes जो है वो ये एक दूसरे के ऊपर ही धावा बोल देते हैं. Alright, but their target mainly seems to be the Muslim Fulanis. As I said before, कि जो Daesh का modus operandi है was to target ethnic minorities or any Muslim sect that did not come close to their own doctrine. ठीक है. जैसे आपके पास शियाज हैं, इवन सुन्नीस, ठीक है, कादियानीज, ठीक है, अहमदीज, दे ऑल, द यजीदीज, द कर्दिश, दे ऑल वर टारगेट बाय द आईसिस. तो यही मोडस ऑपरेंडी दे हैव टेकन इनटू द साहिल. ठीक है. और यहाँ जो है जो मुस्लिम फ्यूलानीज हैं, दे आर अ लार्ज एथनिक माइनॉरिटी ग्रुप. एज आई सेड बिफोर, दे आर बीइंग टारगेटेड and they are being killed wholesale. As of right now, it is said that about 3,000 people are displaced in the Sahel every day. 3,000 Muslim Fulanis try to escape the Daesh, the splinter groups that are present over there, the gun battles that are fought on daily basis. They have tried to escape on a daily basis, but it is unclear कि कितनों को अभी तक जो है वो शेल्टर मिला है. The situation is dire in Africa's Sahel. Alright, and अगर देखा जाए कि पुलिसिंग की एफर्ट्स जो है वो क्या क्या इनके अंदर मौजूद है, तो we need to take a look at the countries that neighbor the Sahel. We have Mali, Burkina Faso and the Niger. Mali and Burkina Faso are undergoing political turmoils of their own, और इन armed groups, ठीक है, ये जो दाइश है, स्प्लिंटर ग्रुप्स है, इनका जो इनकी skirmishes है along the borderlands of these countries have increased over the past few months. ठीक है. Soldiers from these countries usually make advances towards these splinter groups, rout them out, come back. लेकिन these people are very well versed in terrain warfare. ठीक है. They might not मतलब obviously अगर आप देखें तो सीरिया की टेरेन में और सदर्न सहारा की टेरेन में इतना ख़ास फ़र्क आपको नज़र नहीं आएगा, इन द सेंस दैट दे डू हैव हिल्स ओवर देयर, दे डू नॉट हैव हिल्स ओवर हेयर, लेकिन दे आर यूज्ड टू द हीट, दे आर यूज्ड टू फाइटिंग विद द बेयर मिनिमम रिसोर्सेज एंड दे हैव बिकम अ फॉर्मिडेबल एनिमी ऑफ सॉर्ट्स. तो हुआ ये है कि माली और बुर्किना फासो की जो आपके पास आर्म्ड ग्रुप्स हैं, ठीक है, या आपके पास जो उनकी आर्मीज़ हैं, दे हैव mobilized the people inside the Saleh, the nomads inside the Saleh, providing them guns, etc., to fight the rise of the ISIS over there, to fight the rise of the jihadists over there. लेकिन इसकी वजह से एक मिनी सिविल वॉर सा शुरू हो चुका हुआ है, जिस and that is feeding into the chaos. As of right now, the UN has 15,000 peacekeepers in Mali, and France has 5,100 troops inside the Sahel. America has about 12,000 soldiers that are stationed in the Sahel, and they are majorly for intelligence purposes. तो अगर हम बात करते हैं कि ये इंटेलिजेंस कुछ काम कर भी रही है कि नहीं, ठीक है, तो Abdul Malik Drokdil, who was the head of the African branch of ISIS, he has been killed on June 3rd by the French troops on intelligence provided by the Americans. लेकिन that barely makes a dent in a region जो कि इतना ज़्यादा vastly spread है, उसको पुलिस करना बहुत मुश्किल है. And these are seasoned fighters. They know how to sow chaos, they know how to make skirmishes, and they know how to sow terror. अगर आप एक recent incident की बात करते हैं तो these terrorist organizations, ठीक है, they filled up a dead man's body with explosives, rigged it to a remote control, and they blew that body up in a funeral, killing about 17 people. ऐसे टेक्टिक्स इन्होंने इराक और सीरिया में भी एम्प्लॉय किए थे. और अगर आप बात करते हैं कि फायर आर्म्स और sheer strength of numbers की, तो ये फायर आर्म्स और sheer strength of numbers are nothing compared to the terror that they can sow inside the people, these disadvantaged people, I would say, that are living in the Sahel region. So in conclusion, we are not supposed to close our eyes to the problem of such jihadist groups. They are many-headed और इनको rout out करना almost impossible है, because इनकी ideology follow करने के लिए बहुत से लोग इस दुनिया में बैठे हुए, extremist सोच रखने वाले, ठीक है, narrow-minded सोच रखने वाले, who believe that they are the sole inheritors of the world, but that is not the point. लेकिन the Sahel, because that it is so remote, it is basically ungoverned, the nomadic people cannot look towards anyone for succor. They might just have to help themselves. So this is all for today. I hope that this has been enlightening for you. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.